You better not pout. You better not cry. You better not scream. I'm going in dry.
Oh.
How are you getting on, lads? Very well. Welcome to another Christmas special podcast with not just one legend, not just two legends, but three legends. Them legends would be of the name Johnny, Liam, and Ryan.
That's it.
Lads, welcome to the Zero Bucks Given podcast studio.
Thank you so much for having us. Yeah.
No worries at all. So, you're probably wondering, if you don't know them already, what are them lads doing in the studio? And I knew Johnny, or I spotted Johnny on Instagram. Also, do we have a mutual friend?
Yeah, we do. Jack. Yeah,
Jack.
yeah.
Yes, he put me on. He put you on to me.
Yeah, before we left, I think even.
Yeah, and it was Jack that got us these made.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, Jack Walsh. Yeah. So big shout out to Jack.
Big shout out to Jack.
And if you need any drone work done, get it. I know why I keep looking at that camera.
I know Jack. He
Yes,
did some
Jack.
filming for us
He was
as
there
we
when
were
we left
leaving.
in
Yeah, he
Dublin,
did some drone
actually.
footage for us as we were leaving
Fantastic.
from Dublin. Yes,
So
absolutely.
you know the crack.
Yeah.
Lads, ye went to Palestine.
I went to Palestine.
You went to Palestine.
Yeah.
That was just him.
Just
Okay.
recently. That's just
Solo
got back.
mission.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you cycled there. You
No.
mad bastard. Oh, you didn't?
No, I flew there actually.
You
I
flew
flew
there?
to Jordan, walked to the border.
Okay.
Yeah.
Explain the story now, because, like I said, I've done no research. Only that you seem like great
Yeah.
fucking crack, and you managed to get into Palestine when no one else could.
Yeah. So that was the most recent thing. But myself and the lads, we kayaked from Dublin to Istanbul.
What?
So
I
we
really need to start researching things.
different topic to be fair now, but yeah, we started in Dublin,
Yeah.
myself and Liam, and we became the first people in history to kayak from Ireland to Asia. So Dublin
Well,
to
it's a
Istanbul.
long story because I didn't technically kayak the whole way because once we
Okay.
got to Germany, I actually dislocated my shoulder.
Right.
Being
A
in
wanking
Egypt.
accident.
Yeah.
So it was an incredible wanking accident, indeed. I also, I hope my family aren't going to listen to this podcast.
they
I
will.
was
I'll
saying
make sure.
earlier because I think there might be some
you don't
things
want to know
that
the real story behind the wank.
you don't want to know the real story behind the injured
Johnny
shoulder.
recorded the whole thing.
Johnny recorded.
But anyway, so we started in Dublin on the 5th of September last year,
Last year.
and on the 26th of April this year, we arrived in Istanbul.
25th because it was the day
25th.
before my birthday.
Okay.
So
yeah.
when you're talking years, you're talking 2024.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then this year we arrived
Okay.
And,
so how long did it take you?
8 months.
8 months.
232 days. Same price, same as the price of our flights home,
Just
which
by
was
chance,
a weird
which was
one.
A weird one.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get into this. So you left from Dublin.
Yeah.
You didn't kayak across the sea.
We did, yeah.
We didn't know.
We started in Dublin, went to the north of Ireland, crossed the Irish Sea to Scotland, followed I may as well tell you the whole route.
Yes.
Followed the coast all the way to England, joined the canals, and I think it was called Glass and Dock, wasn't it?
I think Glass and Dock near like Lancaster in England is
Followed
where
the
we
canals
joined.
all the way to the River Thames.
You're inland at this stage.
At this point, we got inland on the canals.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we followed the canals all the way to the River Thames, followed the River Thames all the way to the mouth, and then we were round to Dover, crossed
Yeah.
the channel, followed the canals all the way down through France, ended up getting kicked off the canals, pulled our kayaks for 383 kilometres to the source of the Danube,
Okay.
because we had to, because we got kicked off. And
Why would you get kicked off?
It was so the canals were closed for the winter for maintenance.
Okay.
So what we had to do was, we had fierce trouble getting, so we had to order wheels for our kayaks, and we had so we were stuck in France, sitting on a canal for about 2 weeks.
3 weeks.
3
yeah.
weeks sleeping in a football club.
Yes.
Until eventually we got our wheels for our kayaks, and we strapped some wheels onto our kayaks, and we walked. Yeah,
So rather than because it's a world's first, so technically every journey has portages. Portages means going from one body of water to another, pulling the kayaks or whatever.
Yes.
So we were we may as well just do the longest portage as well.
okay.
So for nearly a month, we pulled our kayaks on wheels to the source of the Danube.
On land,
River.
obviously.
On
yeah,
land.
on wheels,
Unless
and then
you've
we.
turned into Jesus Christ and started walking on water.
That's how we felt, because it was 350k through the Black Forest in Germany. So we
Yeah.
were going through the mountains in
Yeah.
Germany in
the
winter,
snow, -10.
pulling kayaks
Yeah.
behind the kayaks. They were fucking heavy, man. They
Yeah.
weren't light.
Yeah.
It was hard fucking work for sure.
Finally got to the Danube. Liam got injured. Me and Ryan had to continue, and then we got to the Black Sea. Followed the Black Sea coastline all the way to Istanbul, and then we reunited for the last 10 days after Liam caught up on a bicycle.
Okay. So how can you tell how you did actually just Just look at
I always, honest to God, it's so stupid. Like it's so stupid. So like, three of us, we're just stupid. We're idiots. So we, and especially when you're in that situation, right, where you're going through, like, it's just mundane, it's physically exhausting, it's mentally exhausting, you're cold and wet all the time. So like, I think we did a really good job just to pick each other's spirits up, and we would just do stupid, silly stuff just to make each other laugh.
Yeah.
So we pulled into a bank there. We were in Germany. I can't remember. Do you remember exactly where? We were on the Danube somewhere anyway.
Yeah.
And we pulled in, got out of the boat, and I just like jumped head first down a hill just to try and make the lads. I was like, lads, watch this. And I just jumped head first down a hill like a fucking huge idiot.
Yes.
And then Johnny was like, oh, that was really cool. Will you do it again so I can get it on footage because it's going to be great footage for our documentary.
Well.
And then, and then I did that. And then I got an AC separation, technically, was the injury. So
You really went
too
for
far
the second time.
we might have went a bit too far the second time. But you know what? I've said it before. If I could change anything, I wouldn't. Because I feel like from that point, we kind of split up and we had our own little, and then we rejoined
He went on his
again.
own journey, like, It was his first time to do anything. It was your
Do a
first time to do
solo.
anything
So
like
like I was on the bike by myself for almost 3 months.
Okay, so you cycled the rest of it.
I cycled from Germany to Bulgaria.
There's no like danger you actually going home and getting sorted.
Well, do you know what? Maybe briefly there was. So
Yeah.
I remember being in the hospital in Germany.
Yeah.
So I did two or three trips to the hospital. And first of all, they were like, you need surgery. And I will never in my life forget sitting in the hospital room and they were like, right, you need surgery. Are you going to do the surgery here? Or are you going to go home to Ireland and do the surgery there?
Yes.
And then I remember being on the phone to my mother and I was like, look, I don't know what I'm going to do. She's like, Liam, just stick it out. You'll figure something out.
Oh,
And then I
wow.
also realised if I had flown home to Ireland, I actually would have had to pay for the surgery. But I had a European health insurance card, so I would have.
Yes.
But in the end, anyway, I was lucky, and they said I didn't need the surgery.
Okay.
They just said maybe take
So
12
you wouldn't
weeks.
you wouldn't have needed the surgery if you needed it.
Probably
in Germany.
now I could do with it, to be honest
Yeah.
with you.
Definitely do.
No,
need
no,
it.
no. But if you got it, if you said I want to get the surgery in Germany, you wouldn't have to pay for it.
Well, I had a European health insurance card.
Okay.
But I didn't have an insurance card for Ireland.
Germany's
So-
got a great, like,
Well, like you have
health
your
system, I think.
Yeah,
as well, so-
yeah, it's true. It's
Yeah.
true.
It's mental.
Yeah, even though I was in the hospital and none of them spoke English, so I didn't even understand what was wrong with me. Really.
So
Okay.
rather than do like it was like a surgery, 6 months recovery, and
Yeah.
rather than doing that, he didn't get the surgery.
Yes.
Rested for 2 weeks, and then
Yes.
got a bicycle. I think
Yeah.
you got it for free, even didn't you?
I got the bicycle and the trailer for free off what's her name? That from Clonbur. I feel terrible. I can't remember her
Jesus.
name.
I can't remember.
Oh
her name.
Jesus, she gave us the coats and stuff. I feel terrible now. We can't remember her name. But a woman that we know from the
Thank you
village
anyway.
that Johnny lives in. She's from Germany and she happened
Yes.
to live close to where I got injured.
Okay.
So I stayed with her for maybe 2 weeks, and she managed to get a bicycle and a little red trailer off one of her neighbours or something.
And by this stage, what happened to your kayak?
Well, the kayak was left by the bank for a long time, and then Stephanie is her name. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry, Stephanie, if
Stephanie,
you're listening.
yeah.
Stephanie is her name.
Yes.
She actually managed to sell that kayak then, and then because we were sponsored for the kayak, we just
Okay.
said that. I think maybe I got 350 quid for that, but we put
Very
it
good.
straight into the charity.
Day, 2 days before he got injured, we were going down a rapid on the Danube. I went down first, just about got along okay. Ryan went down just about okay as well. Liam went down, hit the rapid on a rock really hard.
Yes.
There was a hole in his boat. So
Okay.
it was almost kind of done after that anyway. So I don't know whether he had to have found
But
a
it's
new
a
boat.
funny one too, because Ryan would have never. So Ryan joined us in Strasbourg in France. Ryan flew out to. Well, why don't you tell yourself, Ryan?
So I was living in Amsterdam and I had a life, I had a girlfriend,
Yes.
a job, it was going great. And the lads would ring me every single week and be like, come join us, come join us, come join us. And I'd
Yes.
be like, I have a life and a job and whatever. And then I
All
had
that boring stuff.
I had a pretty tragic thing happen in my family. One of my family members died,
I'm
right?
sorry to hear that.
And I was on the tram with my girlfriend at the time, and I was just like, I'm fucking going. And I left. I bought a pair of hiking boots, and I packed my bag. I was wearing fucking jeans.
It was when we were pulling the
Yeah,
kayaks.
it was when they were pulling the kayaks, like for that thing. So I was like, I'm just gonna go, and I'm just gonna take a train from Amsterdam to Strasbourg in France.
Okay.
I got the train. I joined one by backpack, and fucking, I had no kayak at the time. I wasn't planning on even doing the journey.
Yes.
It's like 2 or 3 days hiking
I
while
was
we were
just gonna
pulling the
hang out
kayaks.
with my friends because I was going through a hard time and go for a bit of a hike with my backpack.
So how long after you've lost your family member is this?
So it was my brother. I might as well say
Oh,
that it was my brother.
Jesus.
About a week after.
Okay. And but you'd gone to the funeral and all that.
I've been to the funeral, did
Yes,
all that.
and came
It
back.
was maybe about a week after the funeral.
Okay, okay.
I just got this notion in my head, and I was just like, I'm gonna go just be with the lads. And then after about fucking 5 minutes of being with the lads, I was like, I'm doing the entire.
It was
journey.
literally 5 minutes too.
Yeah.
Do you think that? Do you think that helped you out?
Massively. So
Yeah.
like, I might as well say. I mean, I'll just say because it's my story.
Yeah.
Like, so he ended up dying in a river, right on the piss, just being a drunken lunatic because
Okay.
you know he's my
Can
brother. And that's how he ended up dying. So then it was like a cathartic thing to do one of the biggest rivers in Europe,
Yes.
to kayak one of the biggest rivers in Europe right after he just fucking died in a river,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Poignant.
And like I had nothing with me. I was literally wearing a fucking pair of jeans like this and a coat, and I just bought some hiking boots. And ended up getting all loads of gear for free, or like just like really.
Everything just worked out
Like,
perfectly.
it worked out perfectly.
Divine timing. Like.
Stars
And I got
aligned.
everything, and I was nearly better kitted out than fucking Johnny by the
By
end
the
because all
end,
his
yeah.
shit broke.
So how were you financing this, or was there much
So
financing
we got
to
like
it?
a sponsorship at the start. So like when I was a teenager, I was in like a program for troubled teenagers when I
Yes.
was 16.
Yes.
And so I did that program. Years later, I did a talk to tell like all the staff like how I was doing now because they had heard what I was doing, all the adventure stuff. And so just after I did that talk, it was right before we were going to do the journey. And then they got onto us and like, we'll pay for all your gear, basically. And so they paid for all the gear to Sla. It was called the Douchelon program.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it was called the Douchelon program. So that's how we got all the gear. We spent months like trying to get sponsorship because we didn't have like followers and stuff on Instagram. It was really hard to do. And of course, we're like terrible at planning as well. So
Yeah.
we tried our best for months. And I'd just gotten back from another adventure. So we had about 4 or 5 months to plan this, to train for it. And so anyway, we left. Liam had like.
I left when we started. I had about 800 quid in my account
Yeah.
to last me for 8.
I had enough to
months.
last me 5.5 months. It
Yeah.
lasted me 5.5 months, and then we had this thing called Buy Me a Coffee.
Yeah.
Yes.
And people, because we had social media,
Yes.
people were inspired. They were buying us a coffee or 10 or
Jesus,
whatever.
Yes,
thank God
yes,
for
yes.
those
And if it
people.
wasn't for the people following the journey, we wouldn't have made it.
Nah.
'Cause,
Yeah, of
like,
course.
Yeah.
No
So it was like
way.
the kindness of strangers.
So you built support along the way as well.
Yeah, build support
Yeah.
along the way, and not only by the people giving us the coffees, people along the way. Like there was times where we didn't have to pay for, like, you know, we'd be stuck, like it was -10 in the winter.
Yeah.
We'd be staying at people's houses, like, and they'd be giving us
But
food.
how would they know? How would they know? Like,
Social
obviously got-
media and
okay.
just like
People
chat.
would just
But
spot you
they
too,
just
though.
see us on. They just like one time we were walking through a village in Germany, and this fucking absolute legend, this little old man, he was about 5 feet tall.
Oh, Ryanair.
starts
Ryanair.
waving at us
Yeah.
because we're pulling both. Well, I wasn't because I was just fucking
Yeah,
dandling.
Ryan
along
was
at
just
that time.
cruising with his
I
little
was cruising with my
backpack.
little backpack, but this fella started waving. I was like, "Come here! What are you guys doing? What's going?"
Yeah.
Like we're in rural Germany. He's like,
Yeah.
"What's going on? Come into my house." And he's like, "Let me get you some Black Forest schnapps."
Yeah.
And he's putting different bottles of drink on the
Yeah.
table.
Jesus.
a big
Jo-
plate of weed.
Johnny,
There was joints all over
and
the
then he was
table.
like,
There's
I know,
joints
I
on the
know,
table.
and he was like, I can't find the schnapps. He's like, do you like to smoke cannabis, marijuana? We're like,
He was a complete
yeah,
header, like.
yeah. And he pulls out this big wooden plate full of fucking weed, and we're smoking weed with him.
But he
he's-
didn't even speak English too, so he was just like, and we were just laughing our
Jesus.
holes off.
We were all just
we were
like
just
laughing our
smoking
holes off.
joints, drinking whiskey
Tell me,
with this
by
man.
any chance, did you fall asleep for a few hours unknown to yourselves?
No, not that time.
No,
Not that time.
No, he was a wonderful man.
He was a lovely fella. He was a
Yes.
lovely
He was
guy.
an artist. He was a finger painter.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure he was.
Painted Minus the painting
You
part.
guys fell asleep.
I'm sure he
We
was
had a
very
great
good with his
time.
fingers.
Oh, sure, you were kissing away, weren't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Kissing away.
Oh no.
Did he show you the no fingers trick?
Yeah, well, Ryan was telling us about it, but I didn't really want to listen. Like,
Well, yeah. Well, you know, he painted me.
he said, "I see, there's
my
10 here. I'll
body.
make 2 of them disappear." Is what he said.
Yeah.
There was plenty of people like that along the way that would just
Yes.
generously help us.
all
Yeah.
the time.
I understand that because myself and Peter Cassidy, French Toast, have often done long distances, ultra marathons for
Class.
charities, days after day.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's
And
amazing.
especially along the west coast of Ireland, you would old people that wouldn't be on social media,
Yeah.
right, and maybe might listen to the radio, might have been on the radio, but the chances of that were very slim. They would be coming out with sandwiches, tea, even though you're running. Like,
Absolutely.
you know, the last thing you want to do is eat a plate of sandwiches.
Yeah, but you have
But
to
they'd
though,
be
they
offered
bring
it.
them out.
Yeah, or tea or whatever, and if you got talking to them, they'd run in and they'd get cash and they'd give that to the charity.
Yeah.
People are so good. There are some still brilliant people.
People
in
are
the
Yeah,
world.
like we-
fantastic.
That's
Yeah.
one thing that I think the biggest takeaway from the journey
I
that
would
we
agree.
learned is that most people are fucking sound.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's
Honest
more
to
good
God.
people in the
Yeah.
world than there are bad. And it's so hard to
Absolutely.
see that when
Yeah.
you're seeing what's going on in the
On
media and the
social
news.
media, yes.
Absolutely.
And like
True.
we just,
Yeah.
like we experienced all of Europe, and it was like 98% good.
Yeah.
And like that's what people don't see. It's like hard to
Yeah.
see that when you're living in
Yes.
like just one place, you know.
Yeah.
But like we experienced all the goodness in the world, and there was some like pricks as well, like. But
I still believe
It was a-
I
it
still
was a
believe in
couple.
humanity. I still believe it's a good place,
Yeah.
and there's some brilliant people, and I can tell that you're very, very positive lads. So
Yeah.
if you put that out in the world, I'm a big believer in. Had a podcast with Anna O'Connor. She's big into positive energy and positive thinking and manifesting and all that. If you throw it out there, it usually comes back to you.
Yeah.
That's
So,
what we live
yes,
by, honestly.
exactly.
And like, yeah, like it was always just when you're good, put good energy out there, and
Yeah.
you get it back. Like, and if you like do the same for others, like even like when I'm at home now, I'll try my best to help out like people in
Yes.
general. Even just like I'll pick up a hitchhiker or something like
Yes.
that. It comes back to you. Like I genuinely believe in the law of attraction and everything.
So that you
It
can
really
show
does
them-
work.
To be fair, you really turned me on to that stuff because at the start of our trip, I was like, "That's
Yes.
all bollocks. I think most people are pricks." You know, I would
Okay.
have been very honest to God though,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we've talked about this. And by the end of our trip, I was like, "Right, there is no way everything that has lined up the way it has done for us
No,
and the
like,
people we
honestly,
have met."
every
Like,
day,
it's crazy.
it
Can I
was-
just say you've a voice for radio?
Myself.
Yeah, he has that Tony Fenton.
And
you
a,
think
a
so?
face
You
for
know,
radio.
you
And a face for the radio. I actually
Has-
said that on an interview.
Has anyone ever
recently.
said to you that you sound like Tony Fenton? Do you
No, I
remember
haven't
Tony
heard
Fenton?
it before. I haven't heard it before.
Well, anyway,
That's great news because I would love to get. We're all saying we would love to get into. Well, Johnny's already
Yeah,
doing it, but like we would love to get into more of this kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
I love doing it. Like we did a talk at EP. We were shitting ourselves beforehand, but we loved it. We had
Yeah.
a fucking fantastic
That-
time.
it's all about having the crack, isn't it?
It is, I
We
absolutely,
don't take
yeah.
ourselves too
Yeah, yeah,
seriously, and that's
exactly,
our main
exactly.
thing.
So
Really,
even
like.
downstairs, we're chatting away, and we're like, I don't know.
yeah, it is.
What
It's-
can we
it's
say?
about-
What
we
can
won't
we
get
not
into that.
say?
We won't get into that.
and that comes out as well in life. If you're do it in a good natured way, it's lovely to feel that energy and live your life like that. And if we all done that, it'd be,
Absolutely.
what a wonderful place it would be. Now, you said that you had a good life in Amsterdam and a good relationship. Did that affect that?
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
obviously because I fucking just abandoned
Okay.
her.
When you left,
I'm sorry.
when
Your friend as well.
Don't
When
say
you
her
left-
name. Edit out. You can't say her
Maybe
name.
edit
no,
that
he
out,
didn't
yeah.
hear it. We didn't even hear it. I didn't hear
No.
it. Did
Was
you hear
it
it?
James?
I do
James,
know, but you know what? She
Paddy was his
understood.
name.
She understood what I was doing. But
Yes.
yeah, obviously.
And why and
No,
all
sure.
that.
Obviously, I left. I didn't tell my boss I was leaving. I like everything was gone.
Oh.
And when we finished the trip, I was like, Johnny, man, I can't fucking go back to Amsterdam. Sure, my whole
Yeah.
life is ruined. I've just, done this. And he's like, should just come and live in my caravan. So I was living in his caravan for the last few months, and now I live here in Galway.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're living in Galway.
I live
oh,
here
brilliant.
now, yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And you live in a caravan.
No, so
I lived in that same caravan for 2 summers.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
shit.
staff accommodation basically. 'Cause
Yes.
The only staff I've had is these two, basically.
I'm after knocking the fluffy thing off my. Sorry.
Well, don't knock the fluffy thing. Put it in the right way around anyway. That's what she said last night.
I'm after knocking off.
So, did you have any contact with the girl in Amsterdam?
Why are we talking about this so much?
No,
Well,
because
you're always talking about her, man.
Huh? Yeah.
That was a joke. You know.
Well, she basically called me after about. I told her I was like I'm gonna go away for the weekend,
Yes.
and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna be gone for about 4 or 5 months, and she was like, well, then we have to break up,
oh
and I was like, yeah, that's fair enough, I suppose. Like,
yeah,
I think it's yeah.
okay.
So,
So that was it. No contact after that.
no, we stayed friends for a while, but yeah.
Yeah, just two. Okay,
got
okay.
Stop-
we can sell it,
Stop
let's
making
sell
it. She has a
Yes,
boyfriend now. She's
you're
very
right.
happy.
This is the Ryan's relationship podcast.
What's going on? Why are we talking about this?
This,
What
what this
your
really is,
relationship
what
is.
this
Oh, I
really
don't wanna
is,
do that. That's
is an
too
intervention. This is an intervention.
Yeah, this is your intervention, Ryan.
Jesus Christ.
It's all an elaborate ruse.
So, you'd obviously done kayaking before any of this.
No, I'm joking. We had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Done a bit. That's how we
We're
all know each other.
professionals.
We're
Apparently.
professionals. We're athletes.
Okay.
Professional athletes and alcoholics.
Yes.
maybe.
Yes.
Also,
Listen, I've always said it should have been a sport.
yeah.
You're obviously from Cork with the accent.
I'm from Cork, even though I probably don't sound it. I get
it
that a
comes
lot.
through,
A lot of
it
people
comes
think
through.
I sound like I'm
You
from
don't really
Dublin.
sound like it.
But did I sound like that just
You
then?
do, yeah.
Do I
you
really?
Yeah. Maybe
Okay.
it's your.
When he's on the
Well,
phone
I've
to his
been- I've
mother,
been
he
living
sounds
in-
like he's from Cork.
That's true. It's because I've been living in West Cork recently.
Yes.
So I've been living in Skull now for since we got home
Some
for the last
schmat.
7 or 8 months. I'm working in a bar up there on Tegeen. Nice little pub.
Yes.
Just to throw the Antigine
Yes.
name out there because I told my boss I would try my best to
And
do
you're
that.
trying to get them to
Antigine.
sponsor you.
And
on
I
the
try
next trip.
also a sponsor would be great from them too. So
And is that anywhere near Skull Harbour?
like the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just 2 minutes up the
Okay,
road
okay,
from there.
okay. We're done
If you're
showing-
if you're ever down west, lads,
We done a
give
show
us
in
a
Skull
shout. I'll
Harbour
pour you
there.
a lovely pint or whatever you like.
About a year ago, we ended up throwing French Touch threw 5 people out of his own show. Physically got down and threw them out. It might have been ye.
Oh,
It
yeah.
probably was us, yeah.
Oh, that was us. Isn't it?
I think it was.
So, why did you come up with the idea of doing it in the first place?
So basically, I done like for the last 4 years, I've done an adventure every year,
Yes.
and like
What was the first one?
first one was cycling from Galway to the Algarves in Portugal.
Okay.
Second one was walking across Nepal.
Okay, but go back.
Okay.
Why?
So honestly, to completely honest with you, we all like went to college in Kinsale.
Yes.
And so after like 2 years of being there, I was just at the summer after being there. It's like just pretty much on the session a bit too much.
Yes.
And I just needed a bit of an escape. So
Yes.
I just got this random idea to start cycling, and
Okay.
3 months later, I was in the Algarves. And like, so it was a bit of an escape why I started it.
Did you do it for a charity?
Not the first one.
Okay, just for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes that's the best way.
Yeah, and I needed something. Do you know what I mean? So, and on that journey, I kind of formed a vision of doing this and like making documentaries. Like we just filmed a documentary for the last trip, but that took like a
Wonderful.
couple of years to actually make that happen.
When is that going to come out?
Probably in the next year.
Okay.
Like it's in production now. So
Is it mainstream media or
Yeah,
usual?
mainstream
Very good.
media, yeah.
Well, that's what we're
Excellent.
aiming for
No, it
anyway.
will be mainstream
I think it
media.
will be though.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
think
yeah.
it will. It's definitely going to be a good
I would say like
documentary.
Amazon
Excellent.
Prime or something like that. Like
Okay.
that's the vision.
That's
but I
the
truly
goal.
believe
It'll
it's gonna
happen. It'll
yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
the Hardy Books. That's exactly what that was.
And that's it. That's what we were talking about.
Honestly, we're
before
the
this.
same kind of
A college
same
project.
kind
Yeah.
of crack, you know. And I think
And that's it. Like we have a vision of like basically, you know, like Top Gear, like the 3 lads.
Yes.
It's like we're
Oh.
like Top Gear, but we're 3 Irish lads and we're doing adventures.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the vision, and I truly believe it's gonna happen, and I'm not in a rush because I know it's gonna
It
happen.
will happen.
Yeah.
And like
I
just,
can
we
have no
just, we're
doubt
3
about
Irish
it.
lads.
What ages are you?
All 25.
all 25.
All 25.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So we're still fairly
We're
young.
working towards it, and
You're-
we're gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
And we
You've
like
ample time yet.
100%.
Absolutely loads and loads of
So there's
time.
any producers out there that want
Yeah.
to make
Yes.
a TV show.
But like
just
that
let us
really
know.
would be the dream. If we could just do what we do.
It's not a dream, it's a
and
vision.
Get
It's
paid.
gonna
You're
happen.
right, man. It's not
I
a dream.
could,
You're
I
right.
could. Well, definitely, I'll drop it to anyone that I know anyway because
Yeah.
it
That'll
sounds.
be
I just
fantastic.
know it's
Yeah.
gonna go well, just because like when you watch this documentary, people are probably thinking like, "Oh, serious lads, I did this crazy adventure." We did, but
Yes.
there was nothing serious
Yeah,
about
not
it.
a-
Yes.
not
We
a
were just
moment.
laughing the
Yeah.
whole fucking way.
It does-
That's something we
It
talk
does
about
get
a
tough.
lot.
yeah,
It does get tough.
Yeah.
yeah, and even like
Oh,
when
yeah.
you're just watching like your stuff and like just the way you have the crack, like
Yeah.
that's what I loved about listening to your podcast the last few days. Like
Yeah.
it's all about the crack, really.
Yeah,
like, do you know what I mean?
100%.
If
Yeah,
you weren't having the crack, then you wouldn't be Irish.
Yeah,
even, like,
well,
do you know
100%.
what I
But
mean?
I always say as well that to understand the highs of life and things in general, and to get the full appreciation for events and things that happen to you, you have to understand the lows as well and feel the lows.
That's it, and that's
Yeah.
what we talk about a lot.
Yeah.
Like
Gang,
we're like,
bro.
But like we're good friends. We talk about our struggles, you know what I mean, which is so important. Like, you know, we've all went through stuff individually, like with Ryan and like Liam. We've all been through our stuff individually.
Yes.
And it's like it's about having a crack, but it's also about being like a man and actually talking about like
Yeah.
what we should talk about.
Yeah.
And like that's like if you see the documentary, like we're seeing the worst parts of ourselves. We're also seeing the best parts of ourselves as well.
Yes.
And the main thing is we're still friends afterwards. And not only friends, we're even better friends afterwards.
That's what I was just about to
Yeah.
say, and I say this when me French Toast and Mark Maloney go on tour of Australia and everything. And I know it's not physically as taxing on you as kayaking and all that, but mentally it's very, very tiring. And when you're 5 or 6 weeks with anyone, even a girlfriend,
Of course.
when you're tied to them for so long all the time, frustrations do build. And the fact that you've came back stronger is testimony to your friendship.
Yeah.
So it
We
is.
came back stronger, but we also still have our weaknesses. Like, you know,
Yeah,
we're
of
still
course.
25 and we're
Yes.
still a bit not knowing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what people can relate to as well. You know?
What was there any point and I'll ask you individually, was there any point that something nearly broke you on the trip?
Yeah. And for me, it was honestly when Reese died, Ryan's brother. Like
Okay.
before Ryan joined the trip, it was like we were having a hard time anyway.
Yes.
And like we were kicked off the canals. We were like, are we gonna even make this trip that we've
Okay.
dreamed of?
Yes.
And then like we're on the canals, like things. No one was talking to us because we didn't speak French. They didn't speak English.
Yes.
And then eventually we did get some help by Bruno, this legend that let us sleep in the sleeping rooms. We did get the wheels, but during all that 3 weeks is when we found out Reese passed away. And I feel like that was really obviously nothing compared to what you went through, Ryan. But that was like it was all everything together. So that was pretty much the only time for me.
Yeah,
Apart
okay.
from that, like when we came together, we were just like good, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And would that be the same for you?
Well, I would definitely say that I still remember you coming back to the tent because Johnny had gone into the town to try and pick up wheels for us, and he came back and he got the news about that, and it was just like, oh my god, what the fuck, like, and we were stuck in this tiny little village in the north of France. Like our routine for 2 weeks was like wake up. Remember we would play.
Drink too much
What was
coffee,
that
get
game we
really
played?
anxious.
We bought these really
Chess.
shitty little cheap Game Boy. No, the little Game Boys, and there was like I forget what it was called. It was something mug, but I don't know. It was just 2 weeks of just sitting in a tent basically and
Okay.
going
Not
up and
knowing
drinking
what was gonna
coffees, and
happen.
it was
Right.
rough.
Contemplating.
But I would say that time, and I also would say, what was the other time I was
injury.
going to say? The injury, exactly. was what I was
yeah,
going to
injury,
say.
of course.
That was rough as well because I didn't know what was going to happen, and like it was in my mind. It was like, imagine if I went home and I would have been going home and seeing the two lads finishing it
But you
and
know
being
what?
like,
Can I just interrupt you for a sec?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when Liam got that injury, right?
yeah, is this
We had this really deep moment where
Yes.
like we're all hugging
Giving
and
each other a pep talk.
This is one of my
Me and
favourites.
Johnny had to leave Liam behind.
Yeah.
'Cause we had to continue the journey,
Yes.
obviously.
Yeah.
And we were
now
like,
or never,
we're all
like.
hugging and we're fucking crying.
This
and
is one of
shit.
my favourite ones. I've
And
told
then-
loads
yeah,
of people
and
this.
then-
This defines our humour,
and
honestly.
Johnny's giving a pep talk. He's like, we're gonna fucking make it, lads.
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking do this shit.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. We're all gonna make it to
We're all like,
Istanbul.
yeah,
And,
absolutely.
and then I'm just like, yeah, we're all gonna make it, except for Liam though.
I remember.
And like we actually had, this would be on the
my
documentary because we
absolute
filmed
horror.
everything. as
And then
well.
you guys left, and I did shed a tear, but it wasn't because of what you said. It was just like, okay, I'm not going to see these guys for a while.
But you know
I'm
what,
on
though,
my-
like,
I'm on my own for a while.
Even though he was told it was like 6 months recovery,
Yeah.
I still fully believed that he was going to join us
Yeah.
again. And
Yeah.
we all
Honest to
did.
God, I
and so
don't
I
think-
wasn't even that upset that he left. I was upset that happened. But it's
Yeah.
like, first of all, this just makes the story 10 times
It does.
better.
Yes.
I
know
remember
it-
even saying it to Sam and Dan, our camera guys, and
were
Sam
like,
and Dan were
"Yes."
like, "Fucking yes, he's
So
injured, but he's
how
going to
long-
keep going."
How long then were you separated?
It was about 2.5,
It was
3
supposed to
months.
be 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it was about 2.5, 3
Because his
months.
bike kept breaking down.
Yeah, well,
he kept breaking down.
So on this trip, I went through 3 kayaks, 2 bicycles, and a shoulder.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, is fucking right.
You drive.
Fucking ways
Like,
to
he
go
went
to
on his own
I
odyssey.
weigh about 250 pounds.
And
Big boy.
And what about all the chairs you broke from sitting on?
I broke many. Well, like, that's a different story. That's camping chairs and my big fat ass. So that's a different crack altogether.
but you
You've
continued the
lost weight
journey
again.
in your own way. So you had a crew with you as well?
So they were flying out once a month.
Okay.
Yeah, so
They
like
were up and down.
Long story short, before we left, like I had this vision to make this documentary.
Yeah.
And then things like the universe we were talking about earlier, things aligned so well that we found 2 lads that are willing to do it without getting paid. Like they're
Okay.
gonna get paid afterwards, obviously.
Yes.
Then I found a production company. I brought someone on a sailing tour, and he had a production company. Myself, Liam, and the lads in the production company, we all had an interview. And they're like, "We're in." That's all it takes is someone to be interested.
And
Yes.
it really
Do you know what I
was
mean?
like 2 weeks before we left, and it's like, honest to God,
Yeah.
again, I said it earlier. It's the way things lined up on this trip.
It just
It's
doesn't.
not
It
normal.
couldn't make sense.
When they
No.
weren't there, did you document footage?
We
on your
filmed
phones and-
everything on
Film-
GoPros,
Okay,
and then they
GoPros.
came out once
Yeah.
a month, did interviews in like big cities we were in, like
yeah, with
Budapest.
like
Okay.
good cameras,
It was like
and
4
then we were
cities.
doing our video logs and
Yeah.
stuff in
So
between.
how did you kept everything charged and
We just made it happen. Like
Yeah.
to be honest, I don't even know. Like there was at one point it was 2 weeks where we didn't have any phones. We didn't. I lost my phone. Liam didn't have internet on his. And so it was 2
I
weeks we
remember
didn't
when
film.
you
It was
dropped
like the
your
worst
phone
2
in the
weeks.
canal. That was brutal.
Yeah.
Oh
It was
my
for
God.
about fucking 2 minutes.
Because you were like, what happened again? You like you were like rinsing a can of tuna in the water or
Yeah, 'cause
something,
we
and your
didn't
phone just
put it in the bin
Oh my
afterwards.
God, it was like a brand new iPhone.
and it dropped straight in. And then
Oh.
like that was it. We didn't have any contact for 2 weeks, but we had a tracker so people knew we were okay.
okay?
Mm.
And then for 2 weeks we were going through France, and that's when we really formed our hate for France.
I remember
Okay.
that day. Do you remember that day?
say that.
Oh yeah, every
Oh,
interview.
you can. You can.
I always
I hate France too.
Yeah, there you go. I wouldn't say I hate the French because
No,
we
no,
met
no.
some lovely
France
French
is
people.
shit, like.
But
Yeah.
northern France isn't a nice place to be.
No. Okay, France is shit, but I actually like France again.
Unless you're in Sir Mays Les Bons football
I tell you what,
club.
France
They
is
looked after
brilliant
us.
if it had no one in it.
Yes, there you go. See, you know what you're talking
No,
about.
okay,
clearly.
saying that now,
A man of the
Bruno
world.
was one of the nicest people I
Yeah.
ever met. He kept
Yeah.
us in his changing rooms for like a week after the 3 weeks we were there.
Yeah, and Thibaut.
And he was literally, and Thibaut, who took us in for Christmas this time last year.
Yeah.
This time last year, we began pulling our kayaks for 380 kilometers.
Okay.
And then about a week from today is when it was like Christmas, I suppose, a couple of
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
And then we were staying in fire stations every day.
Okay.
Because of Bruno, he was hooking up. And so we'd have to pull our kayaks every day to the next fire station. Sometimes it would be a brutal distance, but we
Yeah.
wanted to get to the fire station.
Yeah.
And we completely burned ourselves
Because
out.
do you remember that one night?
Pardon the
It was
pun.
the first night we stayed in a fire station. Sorry?
He said we burnt ourselves out. Burnt ourselves out getting from fire station to fire station. I said,
There
pardon
you
the
go.
pun.
There you
Yeah.
go. That's a lovely pun to have made. Yeah. But there was that day, and it was the first day we got to the fire stations, and I remember both of us were so
No, it was
fucking
day, I think
exhausted.
it was the day we got on Christmas, and all the tires burst on the wheels, and we were
Was
pulling
that the
them.
Christmas day?
Yeah, because I remember we got there and I got completely exhausted.
Yeah.
So hold on now,
hit
hold
me,
on,
please.
hold on. Let me see. We're at Christmas. So what were you doing to contact home, or do you all have parents
Yeah.
alive? You know, everyone has parents, but do you all have parents that you
Yeah.
Yeah.
alive and that?
Yeah.
Got one anyway.
Yeah. So how did you contact them? Bar the phone.
Well, it's pretty easy these days. Like
I
you
know,
don't have to send letters. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So
it's
you
just-
kept in constant
Yeah.
contact, bar the 2 weeks.
I
that you
think the
didn't know.
tracker was a big part. Like our families were terrified when we were leaving. They didn't think we were going to make it across the Irish Sea.
Yeah.
And when we were crossing the Irish Sea, our tracker stopped working halfway across.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we got to Scotland, like we were nearly doubting ourselves at this point, Liam.
Oh, we were.
And then by the time we got there,
That
like
was
it
a
took,
long
it took
day.
11 hours to cross the Irish Sea. It's supposed to take us like maybe 8 if it went well.
Was it 11 or was it not 9? No?
Oh, sorry.
I think it was
no,
9.
Sorry, the English channel
and
was
the
11.
English channel took us 11 and a half hours,
Yeah.
where it
Yeah.
should have taken us 6, we thought.
My
would've-
dad was so angry at them. Like he was like looking at Instagram, being like, "You know, fucking Johnny and Liam are crossing the Irish Sea. Are they fucking retarded?" Like, you know, like literally,
Everyone was
people,
angry, like-
people
Yeah.
were actually angry, and like I'm
Yeah.
joined at this point. People were angry at them because they were like, "What do you think you're doing?"
But we
This
just
is
fully
impossible."
believed we could do it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like.
Because again, because we did call France and we were like, "Oh lads, are we allowed do this?"
And they
not
said
to
no.
incriminate ourselves, but we may or may not have been told we weren't allowed to do it, and we could potentially
Okay.
be fined
And we
about
might have-
€60,000.
Yeah, we
wouldn't-
might have
why
crossed the
wouldn't you be
channel
allowed to do
legally,
it?
to be fair.
Because they just told us not to. Remember, we called him, and he was like doing all like the ocean code language, and he
what
was
a
like,
prick,
"Oh,
yeah.
India Echo," and we were like, "What the fuck is this guy talking
You know
about?"
when they do, what
We
is
never
that
clue.
called? Like,
It's just like the
Morse
ocean
code.
language. I
They're
think
doing Morse
mermaids
code to try and
say
tell
that.
us something, and we were just like, "What are you on about?" We
Yeah.
just hung up, like,
And we
Yeah.
just
and then
fuck this
eventually we
guy.
gave up, and we had to cross the channel illegally. We got caught. We got caught €30,000 because it's
Yeah.
illegal as of
Yeah.
2011.
But we didn't actually do that to because we don't want to get that
we
fine.
did, yeah.
No, we didn't. I didn't.
No
anyway.
one's going to come after you now.
No,
Yeah, you
no.
came after me with permission, actually.
Oh
didn't you?
yeah, no, because I gave you permission to do it. And
What
you gave me permission.
What is the distance between, firstly, where did you cross? Over Belfast?
So
to
from-
Scotland?
What was it called? Port of Ogie
Ogie.
in the north.
Yeah,
Yeah.
weird place.
Yeah.
So it was 50 kilometers when we got to get across to
That
Scotland.
sounds like a backstory there.
Well,
No,
everyone
not so
was-
much.
you know, pretty much everyone was telling us it was a weird place. We got there and it was definitely a weird
It
place.
wasn't
okay.
quite
Nothing
right.
against the Port of Ogians.
Okay.
Yeah. The Port of Ogians.
The Hills of Ice job.
yeah.
And then the English Channel was supposed to take us 7 hours and it took us nearly 12.
Yeah.
People have swam it faster
People
than
have
us.
swam it in 6. But to be fair now, we were expecting maybe like a 5 knots westerly wind,
Yeah.
maybe a 1 meter of swell, and in the end we had about 12 knots of wind, and we probably had, I don't know what the swell was, but it
600
was
boats
more.
passing through the shipping lane every day.
And our radio
we nearly
broke
hit
in the
every
first 2 or
fucking
3
one.
minutes. We did no radio.
Yeah.
Nobody
Okay.
knew we were there. We weren't told we were allowed to do it.
But we're young and
Okay.
stupid, so
We're
it's okay.
young and stupid.
So
and
what
the
were you
kayaking
what were you
renegades.
seeing in the sea? Did you see many boats, ships?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
Absolutely.
Within that 11 hours, probably 600 boats or something like.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we're like dodging these ships.
Yeah, well, that was what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Any close calls?
Yeah.
There was 1 or 2. I remember one stage because like you'd be paddling and you would kind of just like not pay it because you know you get into that flow where you're just paddling and you're not thinking about anything, and then you might look up and there could be a boat maybe 5 kilometers away, and then you paddle again for what feels like 5 minutes, and you look up again and it's maybe 300
Yeah, we're like,
meters away
right,
from
this
you.
boat now, we'll be able to get
Yeah,
past.
and we're
then
like,
it
oh, should we or
passes us.
shouldn't we?
Next boat, we're like, all right, this one, and then it passes us. So like maybe 10 boats will pass us by the time we'd actually get through it, like the shipping lane.
Yeah.
So it was-
Any strange creatures like
Other than Ryan, not many.
Yeah,
I know you were. Not much, to be fair. When we were on the Black Sea, we got like a load of dolphins one
Wolves.
day.
Okay.
That was
man.
amazing.
There was fucking wolves. Liam wasn't there for this. Me and Johnny were in Hungary, and in like Hungary and Bulgaria, there is wolves and bears.
yes.
It's a really cool stretch of
And-
kayaking, to be
Okay.
fair.
Me and him were having a campfire on the beach. It was fucking great, romantic, everything.
Yes.
You know, it was perfect.
All right.
We were
fair enough.
kissing, we were cuddling. It was very,
else
very
happened there?
sexy.
So I was like, I'm gonna go up to the tent. So we had the tent up the hill.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna go to bed, man. He stayed down by the fire. I got into the tent and I just hear, oh, and then
That was very in sync, guys. That was
then-
impressive.
We were both
no, and then
You synced up in that
everywhere-
tent.
No, yeah.
Everywhere
They were practicing.
around us went. Sorry, everywhere around us went. Wow, like wolves,
All
hundreds
over the
of
place.
wolves, hundreds of wolves all started howling, and I was fucking
Yeah, like,
shit
he
scared.
cuddled me
Yeah.
all night long.
But you're lucky you were in. I was gonna say. So the two
I
of
was in
them
the tent on my own.
shared a tent the entire trip.
That's true.
Just two dudes
Tops
in a
and
tent.
tails.
There
Tops and
seems to be a
tails.
running theme here,
I
guys.
think there were tails and
no,
tails in it.
listen.
All right, don't get so defensive now.
That makes it
Listen.
worse.
It does, doesn't it? He's really defending it.
We'd be tops and tails,
There's-
and I'd wake up in the morning, and Johnny be fucking cuddling onto my legs, and I'd be
That
like,
was the
"Would you
best- that
fucking
was-
get off me?"
That
And
was
he's
the
like-
best part of
he's
my
like,
whole day. Seriously, waking up cuddling your feet was fucking beautiful.
And I was all on my lonesome. I feel kind of bad now. I feel like I missed out on some
Yeah,
nice
but we came
friends
into you
cuddling.
as
We,
the
we
outside.
slept in the tent once
We
together.
did once. We did once when we landed on difference. We're rambling now.
Did we tell you that we interviewed a gay porn star there a couple of weeks ago?
Give us his number.
him.
Jesus, we should all get on
should
with
all
it,
get on
maybe.
This is
him.
turning into the gay podcast.
It's sure, I think it is.
love
It's funny
gay
because
people.
we all listened to your first podcast as well.
Yes.
And it was like straight away.
Yes.
Gay porn.
You know what's
wanking.
funny? We actually
My
have a
father's VHS that I robbed.
We actually
was
have
so
we have a
funny.
similar joke to you. What
We
was
do.
it?
It was
Pants off.
It was the
You tell it.
It's all
No, you
coming
tell
out
it.
now.
It's your
No,
joke
you
though.
tell it.
Well, because we were laughing because we thought you and Toshti. I actually
Yes.
feel terrible because I don't know what his real first
Peter,
name is.
Peter.
Stephen.
Peter.
Not
No,
Stephen.
I'm
Stephen.
Stephen and what's
Peter.
Peter. Excuse me. I'm sorry, but we were laughing because we think we have a very similar dynamic to
Yes,
you guys and
yes.
same kind of jokes.
Yes.
Like you were talking about films and you were like, "Oh, you don't give a shit about
Yes.
films." But he loves his films. Johnny
Yes.
doesn't love films at all. I love films.
And,
then there was
me
a-
and Pete have slept in the same bed as well.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course,
yeah.
of course you have.
Oh,
Sure,
yeah.
me and Johnny sleep in
Yeah.
the same bed 6 days a
We
week.
haven't had
You
romantic.
know when he said he was like, there was a scene where you were saying close on or close off.
Yes.
We have the exact
That's the
same
same
joke.
thing.
Okay,
I was like,
okay.
"And lads, so like, should we have our pants on or should we take our pants
Yeah,
off for this
okay.
one?" Like, and we're just because we were laughing because it's very, very similar dynamics.
Okay,
and that's
very
we were
good.
very excited to come up and meet you. Like,
Absolutely.
All right,
It's
we're
been-
rambling
so far,
now.
it's
sorry,
been,
I'm rambling a lot.
it's
I've
been
been
very,
drinking whiskey
very,
all day.
it's very, very pleasurable.
Good.
You know all about pleasurable,
We
wouldn't you?
love pleasurable. Ryan knows how to pleasure a man.
Pleasure each
I can
other
see
all
now
the
why
time,
the
so.
relationship in Amsterdam broke down.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
He used to send selfies in the morning, the two of them, nothing on them.
Who's this? Who is this?
You two.
Oh yes, yes. Sure,
And
they'd be
I
cuddling
I
nude.
jest, of course.
Oh my god.
So we'll get back. We'll get back on track now.
Yes, apologies.
So was this for a charity?
Yeah, Daisy Lodge. You did
Oh
something for
yes,
Daisy Lodge,
yes,
didn't
I
you?
did indeed.
So yeah, we raised nearly 19,000 for Daisy Lodge.
Incredible.
Yeah. It was hard to promote it all the time. We probably could have raised more, but because we're so remote,
That is the whole thing. When you're doing a challenge like that, you nearly need someone else to be doing the
That's very
promotional
true,
work.
isn't
Because you've enough to be thinking about running and cycling and kayaking and trying to get to a place, trying to eat, trying to get sleep, trying to keep warm, trying to keep dry, and then you have to
That's
try
why
and
women-
you have to and satisfy each other to go on and think about promoting stuff as well.
100%.
So-
Yeah. Like, yeah, exactly. Like, I think it was it nearly 19,000 in the end?
I think it was a
Fantastic,
little
lad.
bit over that. I think it was slightly over 19,000.
Would you
Yeah.
do it again?
Yes.
I wouldn't do the trip again.
But
Just-
something
no.
we would do something
we're
again.
we're
Yes.
doing one
But
in
we are
March.
doing something
Yeah.
again.
Okay.
We're doing
Can you
an
tell us?
Arctic race. So the Arctic race is 185 kilometers in the Arctic, doing the Lapland Ultra.
Okay.
So it's 185 kilometers. We've got 4 days to do it. Myself and
How far?
185 kilometers. And so it's a big loop, and it's
Yeah.
like -20. We're pulling sleds.
It's through the Arctic Circle.
So that's over a marathon a day.
Yeah.
Okay,
So this is
okay.
going to be, this will be different to what we did before, because this
Yeah.
is like really high intensity for like a
Yes.
couple of days.
Yes.
Whereas before, not that it wasn't high intensity,
Yeah.
but this is like, you know, it's not that you have, it's a race, you know,
Yeah.
like I think the
It's
quickest that
organised.
someone ever did it was like 30 hours.
30 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like, I think honestly, I would be delighted if just the three of us finish it
Yeah.
together. It's not
Yes.
about, I don't think it's about winning it. I think we just want to complete it
We
together.
are definitely not capable of winning it.
We might be.
I'm winning.
We might be.
I'm
Okay,
winning.
go on with that. As you know, shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you land among the stars.
Exactly.
Exactly.
We'll get somewhere.
Nah, but
We are
honestly-
not athletes.
Tell me this.
We
would
went
you-
for a bit of a walk up the fucking hill in Torque and Kerry, and we were both out of breath because we've just been drinking and smoking.
Well,
for-
you can't
ever
do
since
both.
the day we
Yeah.
finished the trip,
Yeah.
we've just been drinking and smoking.
You can't do
all
but
the time.
Tell me, then, why did you go to Palestine?
So
We'll touch on this.
Yeah, so everything you're seeing on the media obviously
Yes.
is so negative, and I'm just I'm seeing it, and I'm feeling like it's so horrible, you know.
Yes.
So people are complaining about it, people are talking about it, and which is fair enough. We should be talking about
Yes.
it. But I wanted to go over it, and I'm in the position to do something about it. So I was like, why not just take a couple days, a couple of weeks to go over and see can I raise money for it? And
Yes.
you know, because I just see, in particular, seen one video, and it was just basically children, and it
Yeah.
was a terrible situation
Terrible.
anyway. And
Terrible.
so I won't get into it. And I was very upset by it, and I was like, you know what, I want to do something. If
And
I can travel the world on a kayak, I can go over and do something about
I
this.
think you've done it the right way as well. You
Yeah.
went over to experience it without trying to, protest and all this. You went out, and I think you've done it the right way.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Is like I made it an adventure for myself, but it was also doing a good deed at the same
Yes,
time. Some people
yes.
didn't like that on social media, believe it or
Yeah.
not. But
No,
I don't
no, it
care
was
because I
definitely
went
the right
over.
way.
I wanted to meet the locals, hear what they had to
Yes.
say. I wanted to experience the good and the bad parts. Went over. There was definitely good parts. There was almost way worse parts as well.
Yeah.
I won't even get into that, but I did. I seen like what they were going through. I heard what they were going through, and then I also had the crack with them, and I also raised like nearly 9,000 for the for the
Incredible.
charity. So I showed them, because I don't trust charities very much, to be honest with you. But I wanted to go over, show people what exactly the money was going towards,
Yes.
and then just make videos about it, make it a bit of an adventure like I do
Yeah.
anyway. And then that's what I did, and it worked out
The,
perfectly.
the
So,
people
well,
that you seem to meet seem to be absolutely wonderful people.
honestly, yeah,
Yeah.
like the people in Palestine, they're very close to the Irish, like especially this place called the Ida Camp. The Lajee Centre is what I raised the money for, and yeah, they're just like with every Palestine flag, they're flying with an Irish flag. So like they're really connected to the Irish. Like this camp especially has been like. It's been a lot of Irish people that came over to help, so I'm
Yeah.
not the only one. There's been loads of people coming
Right.
over, like
The
even like Kneecap's brother built the gym in this camp actually.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know which one actually, but
I say Ida camp.
the Ida camp,
Ida camp.
in Bethlehem, yeah.
Okay, Bethlehem. That's
And like it was just mad because like one of the videos I put up, it was like it was listening to Kneecap going down the road. Like
yeah.
one of the lads had a car, so we went. They wanted to show me Bethlehem, so we drove down the street. I didn't ask them. They played Kneecap, like Hood.
Yes.
So like we listened to that going down the streets, and that's it. Like there's bad stuff happening, but like we had the crack, and like isn't that, as we talked about before, isn't that what life's all about? Trying to have the crack even through the madness.
Did you ever? Were you ever frightened at any stage? Were you ever feel?
I wouldn't say
Like you
I
were
was in danger, but like
scared?
just to see what they were going through,
Yes.
like, and to see like just there's down the street where they live, it's the most tear gas place in the whole world. This
Yeah.
place. So to hear all the stories about that, and like they basically said to me, it was like if we were to get tear gas now, which could well happen, I could possibly die, but because they were so used to it,
Yes.
they were growing up getting tear gas, kids,
Okay,
like you know what I
Jesus.
mean. And like there's paintings on all the walls going down the streets of people that have been murdered. A lot of them are kids that were out
Yeah.
playing football, like do you know what I mean. And like I hate to bring it down, but that's just what's
No,
happening.
no. That's what it is.
And like this is what's happening. I've seen it. I wasn't sure what to believe because it's hard to believe the media.
Yes.
I went over. I seen it as happening.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? And you people can deny that all they want, which they still are, even after I've been
Yeah.
there. I don't care. I know it's happening. I've been there. I've heard it. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking horrendous,
It
man.
is
terrible,
it is-
yeah.
it's just-
But at the same time, like you may as well try and do something, even if it's not much. I didn't do much. Do you know what I
Yes,
mean? I went
yeah.
over there. I've seen it, and now
But
I can talk
the
about
fact
it.
that you went exactly. That's
You know what I mean?
that's nearly as good as the fact that you went over and you were able to confirm what's going on.
Exactly.
Is nearly good
Yeah.
as this
And I
doing
went over
something.
with an
That's
open
definitely
mind,
doing
and I'm sure there are
And you raise
good
money,
there are
yeah.
good people in Israel as
Yeah,
well,
of course.
and I'm not denying that.
Of course, but there's a lot of there's a lot of brainwashing going on in a lot of places. And I do feel like when you're fed a certain narrative, you believe this narrative. And it's what's happening in the social media world as well. And I do think that the social media has a lot to do with the animosity that is being created.
Yeah.
And maybe we're not getting all the facts.
From both sides.
Yeah,
as
from
well.
both sides.
Yeah.
From both sides.
Yeah.
So,
but to be completely honest with you, like I went over and I can only choose one side of the argument.
Yes,
if
of course.
If I'm completely honest, I can't say that like Israel isn't a terrorist state. It is like we won't get into it too much, but I know for a fact it is. And what's happening is terrible, and I know for a fact. And if people want to disagree with that, that's fine. Everyone has the right to an opinion.
Yes,
my opinion is that Israel is a terrorist state.
Yes.
Free Palestine.
I want to say one thing that I think is extremely important. Like, it is not controversial to talk about this.
no.
And I think one of the biggest problems is that you're being told that this is a controversial subject matter. But lads, look at the history.
Yeah.
Look at the history. Look, just look at the history. Spend a few days reading up on it.
Yes.
Use critical thinking and a bit of fucking common sense.
Yeah.
And then tell me if it's controversial to talk about.
Yes.
And that's all
It's
I
not
want to say.
controversial to say that women and children shouldn't be dying. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
You're not pro this. You're pro humanity.
That's it. I'm not
Literally.
political.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not. I didn't go over there as a political person. I went over there as someone that's not political even.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
think
I
you
went
done
over
it
there and I stand for women and children living.
I
Do
think
you
you
know what I mean?
done
And
it
men.
Simple as.
in a very humanistic way, and I think that if we all done it that way instead of like this, this mad protest and you're right. No one wants to critical think anymore. No one wants to discuss things. No, if it's my way, and that's it. And we've lost the ability to debate in society. That's one of the things and I blame social media for that.
In history, the good person has never killed women and children.
Yeah, true.
And that's what I'll say about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, on a lighter note, seeing as this is Christmas time kind of thing,
Yes. We'll have a lot of shots.
We'll talk quickly about Christmas before we'll wrap it up. Do you enjoy Christmas?
I've started to like it more.
Okay.
Yeah, because I haven't been here for 3 years for Christmas.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
now
know.
this year I'm so up for
Okay.
it. Yeah.
I'm trying my best. I think Christmas is such a turbulent time. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people fucking love Christmas.
I do.
A lot,
do?
and then a lot of people really hate Christmas because
Memories.
memories.
Yeah.
And I would be one of those people,
Okay.
but I don't want to be a Grinch. Like,
Yes, I
you
know.
know what I mean?
that,
Like, I really want to. I'm trying to love Christmas.
yeah, Christmas
the
can be
best I
very
can.
lonely.
Yeah, and you know
Yeah.
what? No matter
For some
when like a
people, for
family member
sure.
died, it doesn't matter what time of the year. At Christmas, you're thinking about those people. I
Of
can
course.
experience
Yes,
that
of
myself.
course.
Yeah.
But like you should like it's a reason to come together. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tough time, and I think we need a bit of artificial happiness around
an
this time
escape.
of year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
escape.
Definitely. It's
The only
important.
thing that I don't like about Christmas is that, it's a corporate thing. It's
Yeah.
obviously
the consumerism.
Exactly, of course it is, and like that's I'm not a huge fan of that, but obviously it's nice to be spending time with the family, hanging around,
if you can,
couple of cans,
if
bit
you
of
can
music.
dilute the consumerism, I think it's a
like it's
No,
great
that's
for us
actually a
this
good
year
point, to
because
be
for my
fair,
own
yeah.
family this year we're just doing Secret Santa.
Yes.
So I have to buy 2 presents this year. Is all I have to buy.
Okay.
Instead of being like, oh fuck, it's Christmas, I have to get a present for you.
Well,
You.
I love that. You see, the thing
Yeah.
is, I've always loved that.
Yeah,
yeah.
Always loved.
Giving.
That's just me.
Yeah,
Fair
yeah,
enough,
yeah.
yeah.
I love.
the
I
thing
love
about
Christmas.
Christmas is that Christmas.
This is going somewhere silly. I feel
I'm
like.
not gonna go on. I'm not gonna go on a massive
Okay.
rant. I'm
By the
gonna
way
keep-
you
I'm
said
gonna
it,
keep
I was like, where the fuck is this going?
I know. I'm.
Go on, go for
Yeah,
it.
but Christmas isn't Christmas, right? Like Christmas is the winter solstice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like a few of our friends went to Newgrange to go and see like the solstice. Was it yesterday or was it today?
Yesterday, yeah.
Yesterday. Like that's where Christmas comes from.
Yeah.
Like it's a celebration of like the
Yeah.
changing.
Did
of
you
the
wake
times.
up in Newgrange holding on to each other's?
Yeah, all of our appendages in hand. Yeah.
But
No,
have
but-
you ever gone in?
I would
I've never
love. I would
been in.
love.
I've
I've
gone
actually
in,
never
yeah.
even been there. I don't
Is that
think.
next to Slane Castle? Is that where we were near?
Yeah, it would
It's
be. It would be
near
close
enough,
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
I tried to get in and they said I had to book it, so I just left.
Yeah,
again.
I was in there. No, I wasn't in there in the Welsh sauces, but I was in there. It's unbelievable. It's very tight,
Yeah.
extremely tight. You'd like it.
I was gonna say that's
Oh
what she
my
said,
God, we
but I
would,
was like,
yeah.
"Sure, that's too cheap. It's too cheap to say that." It's very
Yeah.
tight. Jesus.
We do love time.
Um,
Yeah.
Okay, and
We're tight.
Liam, you Christmas.
Well, Christmas for myself. Do you know what? It depends on my mood.
Yeah.
I like it. I like spending so now I'm living in Skull.
Yes.
And so all the family are back at the house now, which is lovely. My brother is running the sauna up the road. We'll do our sauna and we'll hang out. So my sisters run college around the place. So it's lovely to be with the family.
Yes.
But it's the consumerism of Christmas
Yes,
is what
yes,
I'm not
I
a
know.
huge. And you know, when the Christmas ads start coming on in October,
Yeah, I know.
stop it.
That's it.
Stop
Way-
it. Halloween
way-
hasn't even fucking happened
Way
yet.
too early.
It's
That's
too
the
early.
problem.
And you
Yeah.
know, when the Christmas decorations and the Christmas music
Yeah.
drives me
I
fucking
love it.
nuts.
I'm
this
December
year.
8th.
It drives me nuts.
I'm December 8th. And
That's a
after that
reasonable.
then,
Like my
Christmas.
mother now probably put up the Christmas decorations probably on the 2nd of November.
Oh Jesus!
I remember I was up in my room. She came up, Liam, will you help me with the Christmas decoration? I was like, you have to be fucking joking, you
No,
crazy
no,
lady.
No, it's
You know what I
happening
mean?
nearly, and by the time it comes around, then
Yeah.
Now-
And the drunk time.
that's what I was about to ask. This, what is quickly? What is your favorite Christmas song?
I was just singing it.
Yeah, Fairy Tale in New
I would
York.
agree. Fairy Tale in New York.
Everyone, I think it's
The
everyone. I
Pogues
think it's
are
everyone.
fucking
Pogues, like-
Pose are the
timeless.
best.
Yeah.
Timeless.
Fan of mince pies.
I don't
Is
like
that, not
mince
a bit,
pies.
is that not a bit Protestant? Like, I don't know. Mince pies.
I
wouldn't be
thinking
Fair
it.
enough.
It's a bit like Yorkshire pudding.
I
you
wouldn't
know?
be a mince pie
Protestant
man
fries.
myself.
No,
I love Protestants.
Not particularly.
no.
Yeah,
okay.
our film crew are
Our,
Protestant.
fr- our, fr- our,
say.
our
Yes.
film crew are
They're from the
Protestants.
north.
And
They'd probably-
we have this joke all the time where it's like they're filming us and they like rent a car and they're like rented the car and
heating
they're
seats.
heating on and we're there struggling in the mud.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you're just fucking prods, aren't you?
Their lovely warm car eating their pizza. while
Toaster
we're
back in the press
suffering.
job.
No, but we know we have a good relationship with
We
them
do.
and we're not.
Ah, yeah,
That's
listen,
what it's all about.
listen,
Nothing
listen.
against
That's like
fucking
Nico's
Protestants.
message as
Not
well.
at all.
Yeah,
Obviously.
it's
like,
2025.
what's
It's
fine about it.
2025.
It's all about the person.
It's just about the crack, like, you know.
Fake tree or real tree?
I do like real trees, but to be honest with you, my whole life it's been fake trees.
Okay.
In my house,
I
so
thought
I'm
you were
gonna
going
go
to say
for
my whole
fake
life
tree.
has been fake. But
My entire life is
been
a
a
lie.
lie.
My entire life is a lie. I didn't even kayak to Istanbul.
Truman Show. I didn't even kayak.
it was all
There
green
was people
screen.
who genuinely thought we were lying about it too, wasn't
no,
there?
people on my comment section now don't believe I was in the West Bank.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh, and I actually had a full argument before bed the last day. I was like, after that, I was like, I'm not replying to hate comments anymore.
you know
Yeah,
yourself,
yeah.
people are just
I'm going
fucking
to do
nuts.
the same because I find myself doing more these days getting back to people than actually
Yeah.
making content.
No.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
lost
Fuck that.
days.
Because
I've
people
lost
are
days.
keyboard
All
warriors.
and they're always these fake accounts, but it doesn't
Yes.
matter because you're afraid that other people will see the comment.
yeah.
And you have to
It's
argue.
so ridiculous. Like,
Fake tree or real tree? Did I ask you? Was it you? No.
Yeah,
Yeah, you.
Johnny already. Yeah, we had the same tree just every year, like, just keep it in the attic.
So
and
it's
bring it down.
definitely not a real.
fake,
It's definitely not a real
obviously.
tree.
Yeah.
Fake tree or real tree? Which would you prefer?
When I was younger, we had a real tree. If
Yes.
I had to, what do I prefer? A real tree. Well,
Yeah.
I would say a fake tree because look, there's no point fucking chopping down 1 billion trees every year for your
okay.
Christmas tree. Is what I
Oh,
would
okay.
say.
Good point.
But
Good point.
when I was younger and we had the real trees and you've the smell of the real
Yes.
tree and then when it dies you burn it in the fireplace and there's
Yes.
a smell of beautiful.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
do you know it's a small price to pay.
Okay,
very
okay, that's
poetic
fair
of
enough.
you.
That's
It is.
the
I'm a
first time.
poetic gentleman.
I've asked
Everybody
that,
says it.
I've asked that a few people, and you're the first one to bring that up. So fair play.
Yeah, yeah.
Lads, what's the plan for 2026?
2026, we've got the Arctic race. We're going to
Yeah.
try and get the documentary out. Well,
Yes.
it's more the production company doing that.
Yes.
And then we're going to build off that and we're going to continue to
Good.
work towards our vision of having a TV show
Brilliant.
where we're like Top Gear, but the stupid Irish version.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're doing
And
adventure.
Also, for our upcoming Arctic Ultra race in Sweden, we are still looking for sponsors.
Yes.
So if anybody listening to this podcast would like to sponsor us,
Yes. We will
please
give that
give
a
us a
mention.
shout
We
on
will flag
Instagram.
that.
Because
what's your Instagram, Johnny? JohnnyBeGood.1.
I don't have Instagram.
What's
No,
yours?
Johnny Coin _
Johnny Coin _
I changed my
Bilbo
name.
Baggins 12. No.
No, I changed it to Ryan Fallon 222.
Ryan Fallon
It used to be Falco Kid 69, but then I grew up.
Yes, and
Send them on
_ King
anyway.
Trout _ is my
Yeah.
own. Please.
Was
sorry.
it? Was that?
_ King Trout _
Okay, we'll get them on and we'll try and put them on the
That'd be
comment.
And of course,
fantastic.
we're
So we
going to.
might even get them up if you send the pictures.
They're
We're
up here.
trying to
They're up
raise
here above
again
my
as
hand.
much money as we
Editor.
can for charity because I
Yes.
want for me personally I want to have as much. I don't want to just do these journeys like you said at the start. It's like I
Yeah.
did that first journey for myself.
Yes.
But now I feel like I'm in a place to give back. So I want to do
Excellent.
every journey with purpose and raise as
Excellent.
much
Yes,
money
I
as
think so.
possible to charity. And we're doing it for mental health. So if anyone has any suggestions for a mental health charity, we're doing the next
Fantastic.
one
Yes,
for that.
Brilliant.
that's
Because
also
everyone
something we've
can
been
relate
trying to
to it,
figure
so-
out. Yeah, which
Excellent.
charity we're going
Yeah.
to go with. So that's something we have to figure out too.
Excellent. Lads, it's been an absolute pleasure. I'm going to do a toast. I'm going to do a toast to Ryan's brother.
Yes.
And
that's
we'll
very
see it
nice.
out of that.
Thank
Right?
you, Stephen.
All right, here goes.
Absolutely.
Lads, may the sun always shine upon your face and the wind be at your backs. May you always have enough silver in your pocket to buy yourself a drink and the good health to drink it. Here's to Ryan's brother.
Therese. I don't have a drink, but
Cheers, lads.
That'll do.
Therese.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that, Stephen.
Yeah,
Yes.
seriously, man. Cheers,
It's been
everybody.
great.
Chucky Arla.
I wish we got to hear more from you as well. But
I
should
know,
this fucking-
sorry.
We'll
we've
get
been
you on the next time.
ranting and
Three of us
rambling.
fucking
We only
narcissists
scratched,
up here, so it's
scratched
probably
the
hard to get a word in.
surface. Scratched the surface. Guys, thank you very much for watching this $0 Given podcast. Check out the three lads. Follow the journey. And I can use that as a pun and actually in real.
There you go.
And subscribe to the channel if you've enjoyed it. And if you enjoyed it, tell everyone. If you didn't enjoy it, tell absolutely no one. So you'll probably be watching this over the Christmas. So have a great Christmas. I hope you're having a great Christmas. And thank you so much to Johnny, Ryan, and Liam.
Happy Christmas, everybody.
Yes.
Good luck.